Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, I cost me neighbors over $100,000. Cut me off then stick your middle finger to me in traffic? Enjoy the spam of calls. Revenge on an ex-friend. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. I cost me neighbors over $100,000. My neighbors have 9 cars total parked in the street. They always park 2 of those cars in front on my house and won't move them the whole week. We have a regulation where you live that you can't leave your car parked for more than 48 hours in the same spot. My neighbors have a pretty big driveway where they can fit 4 cars, but it's always empty. They have told me they don't like to leave their driveway with cars because it looks tacky. Over half the cars they don't even use them. They just use them to save parking spots for themselves. In 2021, I noticed they were building a second unit in back of their main house. I noticed that they completed the house in under a month. This raised some red flags because it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 months, with city inspections taking the majority of time. I submitted a ticket with my city through the app and advised them that there might be some illegal residential building without permits. I didn't think of it much until a year later. I noticed my neighbors tearing down their second unit last week. Word got around our block that a city inspector was there making sure everything was being torn down. Based on what materials and labor they put into their second unit, I cost them over $100,000. The driveway thing sounds stupid. Never thought of it being tacky to have cars parked in a driveway. Unless the cars are beaters. Plus, it's tacky to have them in the driveway but not the street? Losers. Isn't that the whole idea of a driveway? Accidentally scatter birdseed around their parked cars every day. Saw Sonyon do this every day. I called him Birdman, thought he had a problem, then I realized the amount of pigeons and seagulls that crap everywhere, and their crap is acidic and eats through paint jobs. Are all their cars legally tagged and insured? This. Here, if it's not registered parking on the street, is a no-no. Wow, who would spend that much dollar and not get it permitted? No permit equals no inspection equals no increase in property taxes. I'm having my deck redone. $20,000. $300 for a site survey and permit? Not even a question. Someone called on my brother as he was gutting his new home. I warned him it would happen. But my brother knows best, lol. Well, he knows now. Demo some Tamiya, about 50/50ths, doesn't require a permit. But it definitely raises a bunch or fed flags of, so what is happening once it's gutted? I hope you reported them for their vehicles also. Cut me off then stick your middle finger to me in traffic? Enjoy the spam of calls. This happened to me last week. I was driving when suddenly a man in a van cut me off in traffic and stuck his middle finger at me. I was about to honk my horn and stick my middle finger back when I noticed his trade/business phone number printed on his van. I quickly snapped a photo of the number. That night, I posted an ad on Gumtree giving away free goats and put his phone number as the contact. Unfortunately, I don't get to see his reaction, but knowing that his phone will be blowing off with calls and texts requesting free goats makes my heart sing. Enjoy the spam. Post that you are a woman selling used panties, just call this number. Or what about you are selling goat used panties? Or you have a box of well-worn women's shoes that still have a little life left in them, but they won't take them at the donation center. Free if picked up today. Put his number in your own car and start cutting off other people, much more effective with less effort. This might be the highest form of pettiness I've ever encountered. Print a lot of cards, dent a lot of cars, leave card indented car, profit. You should sign him up for life insurance quotes, rain guttering, solar panels, military service, anything that pops up on your social media feeds. He'll have to change his phone number. This guy would be my project until he changed his number. Make sure you keep an eye on his company website for a new phone number. You wouldn't want him to miss any calls. But give him a week of peace so he has time to order a few thousand new business cards. Dude. Keep using his number for those sites that always ask so they can sell the data, never-ending spam calls. Revenge on an ex-friend. About 15 years ago, I met a gal through mutual friends who we'll call Wanda. She was the center of a tight-knit group, and she was always planning parties, dinners, etc. for everyone. She was very generous and social. She and I grew very close, in part because we were both overweight and we decided to be workout buddies. We went to the gym 4 to 5 days a week together, and I've considered her one of my best friends. Wanda never seemed to lose any weight, and she was noticeably frustrated when I went down a few sizes. All bodies are different, and this just didn't do anything for her. Without telling anyone, Wanda got lap band surgery. She was not proud, but I was supportive. Wanda changed a lot. As the pounds dropped off, she stopped working out with me. She met some younger, thinner friends that she preferred to hang out with, and they'd shop at stores that Wanda and I had never been able to go to. I was happy she'd reached her body goals, but she didn't treat me the same. She acted disgusted by my appearance and criticized my eating habits. She was generally cold towards me, even though I hadn't done anything to her. One day, she ended the friendship out of the blue. She only gave me tenuous reasons, but by then she was such a different person that it didn't matter. I would have let this go, except I learned through mutual friends that she had been bad-mouthing me for months. Everything from how I ate too much at the dinners she'd organized to how I was jealous of her to how my clothes were, to her, laughably ugly. Here's where the petty revenge happened. I had been attending her parties and dinners for years, and I had been dubbed the unofficial photographer. I had taken hundreds of photos, which made up about 90% of Wanda's tagged photos on Facebook. I deleted every photo of her post-lap band surgery. Every photo of her from every event where she had acted better than me and talked about me behind my back? Gone. All the other event photos were there, but she was noticeably absent from them. The only tagged photos of her were from when she was bigger than me, at a weight where she hated her body was actually a decent person. I hope she eventually realized that being thin didn't make her a better person, but in reality, she was probably just embarrassed that all the good pictures were gone. And I'm over here clapping because I thought you deleted every photo, but no. You deleted her social image. You deserve a standing ovation for that well-deserved petty move. This is good revenge. I am so sorry that you lost a friend who let vanity get to her head to the point she became mean and arrogant. Funny that her arrogance would be her downfall when it became bullets for your revenge on her. Good on you. I don't understand how someone who has been overweight and knows how that feels could treat a friend so poorly. Shame on her. She definitely deserved what she got. She hated herself and took it out on you. You remind her of everything she loathes about herself. 100% of her problem, of course. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.